say we haven't got a whole lot done. This is where our garden should be right now. And I know you can't really tell probably from just looking at it through the camera here, but this grass is about definitely past my knees. I mean, I'm not tall, so that's not hard to do. We were hoping to have all this cut by now and my garden beds built, but we're not there yet. Every weekend it has been rainy and cold and just hasn't felt like spring yet. A lot of people are commenting in our area. It was actually the coldest May that we've had since the mid-1960s. So that's wild to think. This time last year we were in shorts and t-shirts, and this time of year we're still in sweatpants and sweatshirts right now. So definitely a late start to the season. Hopefully we can get out here tomorrow and get some work done though. Good morning everyone. We are outside this morning. We kind of got a late start to this morning. We were hoping that it was going to warm up a little bit, but it seems like it's not going to. So we're just gonna get right into it. I'm kind of on the side of the property right now. Off to my left is where we want to get to start mowing for the gardens. But first we need to kind of clear up this area that I'm in right now. Early in the season we started pulling some rocks and some old brick out from kind of the old stone foundation that I have kind of right in front of me. And it kind of got left. It didn't get dealt with before the grass started growing, so I need to clear this stuff before we can bring the tractor through and cut this down. Obviously we don't want to damage the tractor, we just got it fixed, we don't want to break it again. So we're going to do that right now, and hopefully Rob has to go into town to pick up Connor from a friend's house, so hopefully by the time he gets back this will all be cleared and we can just start mowing. So when I rolled over this brick, I clearly disturbed a bunch of ants, and what I presume are their babies maybe? I don't know, their larvae. I've disturbed their nest. I'm sure they're not very happy with me right now. So I presume as I roll this rock over, we're probably going to see much of the same here. Let's see. Oh boy. So many ants. Well, sorry ants. You're gonna have to find a new home. Alright, so I think I got most of the little stuff. You can see a couple of larger pieces there, a couple larger rocks, and one of the bricks there that we'll have to move. I'll get one of the guys to do that. Maybe when Connor gets home he can move them over. But all the little stuff is gone as far as I know. Even when Rob comes and cuts it, he'll put the bucket down on the front of the tractor just to make sure he's not hitting anything too large that the lawnmower can't go over. So while I was doing that, he did come with the tractor and just made me a nice little path there so I can get back to kind of where the garden area is going to be. So I'll just give you a quick shot of that right now. Nice little walking path here. I did ask him to leave my peony bush alone and not run it over, which we're able to go around it, which was good. Just slipped on a rock there. Yeah, so little path now that we can get back here. It'll be nice when we get all this cut. You can kind of see how long it actually is compared to where it's cut. And we don't even have the blade down the whole way. We have the blade up quite high just because we don't know what's under the grass right now. Very similar to when we first moved in. We had no idea what was under here. We've done a lot of clearing since we've got here in the last 2 years. But you can kind of see my rhubarb. That's that L shape that we were talking about earlier in the year. So it's all huge. I've actually come out a couple times and cut off the seed heads off of them to hopefully keep it going. I haven't ever picked from these patches before. It's always been the one up by the house. So anyhow, there's my wood for the garden. So yeah, so we want to start putting the garden right kind of where I'm standing. So I'll have to come through and cut it one more time just before we start building. the beds. Rob's gonna cut those other 2x4s when he gets home. That way we can actually put it all together. So you can see behind me we have freshly cut grass. We're going to start building. We just cut all the smaller boards for the ends. So I have my drill, I've got my screws, I've got everything ready. The only thing that's going to go against me right now is if my drill dies, because I don't know how much power is left in the battery. I should have it back up at the house, so let's see how far we can get. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to actually lay them out kind of in the perimeter around. That way it'll just be easier to get the dirt, which is completely on the other side of the property, scoop by scoop. We'll bring it over and we'll just dump it. So if we have sort of an area in the middle that we can just drive the tractor in and dump the dirt, it'll make things so much easier. But yeah, so just going to lay it out. We'll get screwing them together. I'm going to speed things up for you guys just so you don't get completely bored watching this. Okay, so now that I got the 4 beds built, I just tested something out after I turned the camera off. And I think I'm going to stack them like this. Obviously when they're just single, like these ones are, they're very shallow. We're on very uneven ground here as well, so I think just stacking them is going to make more sense. Give us a little deeper bed, more for the vegetables to be able to root on. So I think I'm going to do that with these 2 here as well. I'm going to stack them on top. I have enough wood for one more shallow one, but I think what I'm going to do, just because we have more ends in the tractor, I'm going to see if I have enough to maybe make just a couple small square ones and go from there. And hopefully that will be enough space this year for the vegetables that I've started and the vegetables that we still need to plant from seed. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it off for today. As you can see, if I can get the camera to go the right way, we have 3 beds built. We have 2 bigger ones, 1 smaller one. Good start. We have enough wood just behind me here to do 1 more shallow bed if I choose to. But we'll see how that goes. One thing that's kind of funny in the area that we are, I always get surprised by flowers popping up. So Just walking and wading through the long grass that we haven't cut yet. And just out in the middle of nowhere, we have these beautiful irises are growing. I'm not sure what this field was in the past, but something tells me it was a bunch of really pretty gardens. These are so pretty out here. Between that, I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes out here. All these wildflowers. They're all so pretty. They're just kind of hanging out all by themselves out here. And then you can see where we have all our nicely cut grass that Rob did earlier today. So eventually all of this area will be cut just like that, but that is definitely for a different day. So with that, guys, thank you so much for coming along. It is now officially June. I'm hoping with that's going to bring some more sunshine. Obviously today it's very overcast, very mosquito-y. You can probably see them all buzzing around. I've been getting bit the entire time I was doing that garden, or the garden beds, but it was worth it. In the end, it will all be worth it. Thank you so much again, guys. We'll see you next time.